Alright, here's another story that I have mixed feelings about, and the reason is because it's kind of funny, and yet it's also a really rotten thing to do to someone. Alright, this was like right after I got out of high school, in the early 90s. I never did acid before at the time, and my buddies had never done acid, right? And so, we're like having this party. We're all getting high and drinking, and goofing around. And there was this one dude there, I'll call him Ted so I don't give away his real name. He was tripping, right? Now all I knew about acid at the time was you see weird visuals and colors are really bright and you know what I mean. And you know, your stereotypical acid trip that you see on cartoons and TV shows and stuff, but you don't really know until you've done it. So this dude was tripping, like I said, and my buddy was messing with him. And I remember he had this gas mask on, and he had this strobe light that he was holding under his chin, and he was looking at him going, Ted! Ted! Right? And the dude was just kind of staring at him, of course. And we're all, ah! All of us laughing. Which, like I said, after this, I actually did quite a bit of acid later on in the 90s. And then I realized just how shitty that is to do to someone. It's kind of a funny story, but it was still shitty to do to somebody. If you've ever been on acid, you know what I'm saying, right? And so this dude freaked. Okay, and this was in Ohio. We lived out in the middle of nowhere in Ohio. It was like the middle of January, too. In the middle of the night. And we had like 2 feet of snow outside. This guy vanished. He left. Right? He hiked out of there in the middle of the night through the snow and went home, presumably, having probably the worst trip of his life, especially because he quit taking acid after that. I'm not even shitting you. He literally quit taking acid after that, after our party, you know what I mean? After he hiked home in the fucking snow in the middle of the night. So that's what I mean. That was a real shitty thing to do. And I really regret it, and regret the fact that it's kind of a funny story in my repertoire. But that's it about Ted's rotten trip.